Welcome back to Bloom. In a moment of desperation, facing yet another night of insomnia, I jumped on YouTube looking for something to calm my busy brain, and I stumbled upon a therapist who specializes in sleep hypnosis. Here's a little taste of what you can expect.
It's Tansy here from Tansy Forrest Hypnotherapy. I am here for you with a sleep hypnosis to fall deeply asleep in minutes, and we will be taking a beautiful and relaxing walk in autumn. I do hope you enjoy.
I am super excited to introduce you to Tansy Forrest, all the way from the United Kingdom. Tansy, it is such a pleasure to meet you, and thank you for helping me drift off to sleep night after night after night.
Oh, you are so welcome, Gayle. It's lovely to meet you too.
So, Tansy, tell me a little bit about your journey to becoming a hypnotherapist.
So I grew up with a great family and a good education, but in my life I faced trauma and as a result had anxiety, sleepless nights, and I also suffered with alcohol use disorder. But despite this, I didn't want this to stop me having a happy and successful life. So I started on my journey to doing a lot of work, and this is when I found hypnotherapy, which helped me relax, helped me alleviate a lot of the symptoms. So I decided to leave my high stress job as a school teacher behind and retrain as a hypnotherapist so I could help others feel better too.
And for people that have never experienced sleep hypnosis or hypnosis of any kind, I think it's important to mention that you are in control. No one's taking over your mind. You're really just helping people center themselves and focus on what's important, and that's a good night's rest.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So sleep hypnosis is just a relaxation technique, essentially. And I use guided verbal suggestions and imagery to lead people into a soporific state conducive to sleep. And there's many benefits to this. It can help with insomnia, anxiety, letting go of stress, and also mild forms of pain.
And Tansy, I think it's so cool, and I want you to explain what inspires your content. But I will say, from a listener's perspective, because typically I've got my earbuds in and I'm, trying to stay quiet next to my husband and fall asleep. But when I wake up the next morning and I Google the places that you mentioned, your visual cues are so detailed that in my mind, it looks exactly like the pictures on Google of where you're taking us. So tell me about your inspiration.
Thank you. Well, I grew up in Dorset, in the South English countryside. I spent my summers sailing and walking in the forests there. So this experience really inspired the scenes that I create and the imagery, whether it's a forest scene, whether it's a lake, a lush pasture, or, a seascape, to help people really just wind down and let go of the day.
And while I was on your YouTube channel, looking for ways to fall asleep, I noticed that you also help people with other behavioral changes. And for me, on a personal level, I like the way you speak about confidence and everything being okay and not maybe being so hard on yourself.
Yeah, that's right. So actually, hypnosis is such a flexible tool, and I help many clients to improve their lives. And I specialize in weight loss and also alcohol moderation. I've just finished a book actually on alcohol moderation, and it's very easy for me to weave these positive suggestions about behavior techniques into the hypnosis to help people enact the changes they want to see in their life. So, for example, you might see sleep hypnosis and weight loss, or sleep hypnosis and alcohol moderation, to allow people to drink less and thrive.
And the more we listen and the more we subscribe to your channel, the more you're able to help people. I know you have Patreons that, donate money to help you continue to do what you do, but the fact that there are free resources out there for people to naturally fall asleep and have access to a professional like you is very important.
Yeah, that's part of my philosophy. I want people with, less economic resources to be able to access high quality material. So that's part of my business model, that obviously I see one-to-one clients that can afford it, but also those that can't can also get, a good night's rest and some good audio tracks to listen to.
And I have found, and I was wondering if this holds true for other people, that listening to you night after night after night, I've actually learned along the way ways to calm myself down on my own. While it does help to listen to you, it's almost like you teach people how to take control of their sleep.
Yeah, that's right. So, because I'm a practicing therapist and I myself have suffered with stress, sleepless nights, and anxiety, a lot of the things that I found helpful for me, like breathing techniques and progressive muscle relaxation, for example, that's the stuff that helped me feel better. So I have an empathy with others facing challenging times, challenging life events, and so on and so forth.
Well, Tansy, after you helping me through all those sleepless nights, I never thought I would have the opportunity to meet you, but I certainly appreciate you agreeing to come on Bloom.
Thank you so much. And I have to say, my American audience is very loyal and it's wonderful to be here today. So thank you, Gayle. And I hope that you continue to get much benefit from those recordings.
I know I will. Thank you, Tansy. And we're going to share Tansy's story on bloomtampabay.com.